In this section, you will learn about secondary engine indications and their location on the EICAS CRTs. You'll also learn how to use controls to access these indications. Secondary indications are discussed in a general way here. Detailed information is provided in the engines lesson. The secondary engine indications are N2, fuel flow, oil pressure, oil temperature, oil quantity, and engine vibration. Like the primary indications, they are displayed automatically when electric power is initially established. These indications are located on the lower CRT. Values for N2 and fuel flow are shown by digital counters and moving pointers on round dials. Values for the other secondary indications are shown by digital counters and moving pointers on vertical displays. The N2 indications include the actual N2 value for each engine and red line limits and exceedances. The fuel flow indications show the fuel flow to each engine in thousands of kilograms per hour. The oil pressure indications show the oil pressure for each engine in pounds per square inch. Since oil pressure is unregulated, there is no amber cautionary range or red line limit for high oil pressure. There are low oil pressure cautionary ranges and red line limits. The oil temperature indications show the actual oil temperature for each engine in degrees Celsius and indicate amber cautionary ranges and red line warning limits. The oil quantity indications show the oil quantity for each engine in quarts. A white band indicates low oil quantity for the purpose of crew awareness. Finally, let's look at the engine vibration indications. They show a vibration value for each engine. They also indicate the component, fan, LPT, or N2, with the highest vibration level. This indication will read BB for broadband if it cannot be determined which rotor has the higher vibration level. Although secondary engine indications are displayed automatically on the lower CRT when electric power is initially established, they do not necessarily remain on the screen continuously. The pilot may choose to view status information on the lower CRT by pushing the status switch on the EICAS control panel. Or the pilot may also erase all information from the screen, usually by pushing the selected switch a second time. You might have noticed that whenever secondary engine data is displayed on the lower CRT, a secondary data queue, a series of blue V's, shows in the lower left corner of the upper CRT. No matter what information the pilot has selected for viewing on the lower CRT, if secondary engine exceedances exist, that is, if either engine's N2 RPM reaches the red line limit, or if oil pressure or oil temperature reaches the cautionary range or the red line limit, this information is displayed automatically, overwriting whatever else is shown on the screen. If the pilot subsequently elects to view status information, the exceedance information moves to the upper CRT, which shows the partial compacted mode. That is, some of the indications appear in digital form only. Or, if one CRT is inoperative when an exceedance occurs, the exceedance information also appears automatically on the functioning CRT, which will show the partial compacted mode. Use the engine switch on the EICAS control panel to display or erase secondary engine indications. Touch the engine switch now. Correct. When the lower CRT shows the secondary engine indications, as it did a moment ago, pushing the engine switch causes the indications to erase from the screen. Now touch the engine switch again. Correct. When the CRT is blank, or if it shows status information, pushing the engine switch causes the secondary engine indications to appear on the screen. You have completed this section. Touch Advance to continue to the next section.